Hi, I am Miss Facia Lindstrom, and I am one of the candidates for the Junior Thespian representative for all of you. As you know, we are always wearing many hats in our position as troupe director or theater director. There's the cool theater teacher in her steampunk hat. Whoops. There's mom, which most of us know what that's like. There's the enforcer. And there's the nanny, which is usually our position with our students. However, there is one more hat that we all wear. And it is that of the enforcer of all things that are theater and art. Okay, hold that thought. Enough of the hats. So I'm here to tell you about what I will do for you, troupe directors, district chairs, when I represent us at the meetings. The first question, in your opinion, what is the most fundamental difference between middle and high school thespians? In many cases, our junior thespians are performing in front of an audience for the very first time. Multiple students walk into my classroom with no understanding what a monologue or duet acting scene is, unless they've participated in a theater program or studied under a professional acting coach. Furthermore, they are not aware of the fact that theater encompasses a variety of aspects in addition to acting. The Junior Thespians program serves as an introduction to the wonderful world of theater. Despite the fact that the students compete, the event encompasses so much more than that, as we all know. It provides them with an opportunity to cheer on their fellow troupe members and build a bond so strong that they wish to spend every waking moment together. My hope is that when students graduate from middle school, they will have gained so much knowledge and experience as junior thespians that they will be motivated to continue their involvement with the arts after they graduate middle school. It is my opinion that the high school thespians provides an excellent opportunity for students to refine their skills. As a result, they are able to recognize their passions and may be adjudicated further in regard to the aspects of theater that they enjoy. It is at this point that some begin to determine that this is what they like to do for their careers in the theater industry. Question 2. How do you propose to represent the entire state of Florida when each region is vastly different? It is my intention to leverage data by sending out a survey so that I can better understand the specific wants and needs of each district. Among other things, the demographic of our counties are vastly different from those of another county. As example, I would like to mention that bridging the gap between our English language learners and their peers. At the present time, I am teaching 4 students who do not speak any English. Consequently, I've observed them to be quiet and withdrawn. As part of my lesson on how to perform a monologue, I offered these students the opportunity to recite Spanish monologues. The students had not only memorized the monologues fully, but they also performed them with such passion and pride. Is it possible that we're missing an entire group of students due to a language barrier? If so, could we provide these students with the opportunity to compete by hiring panels of Spanish-speaking judges? The judges could be seated in the same IE room at the time the Spanish-speaking students compete, or they could have their own private room. Ultimately, it would depend on how great the need is. If you could unilaterally change one aspect of junior thespians for the better, as an organization, not your individual district, what would it be and why? Creating and developing processes that increase opportunities for camaraderie among the groups is one of my biggest goals. The organization is guided by the spirit of competition. As teams become closer together, I believe the foundation for junior thespians will be strengthened and the growth will continue into thespians. It would be great if we can organize a banquet at opening and mix the students of all districts by creating group tables with activities that encourage social interaction and reinforce the learning culture ensemble building principles we teach in our classes. The activity could range from Broadway trivia questions led by a local theater professional to elaborate improv exercises that encourage each group to work together in a non-competitive environment. Additionally, each table could be themed in a different Broadway show with buttons customized to that production. As a result, inter-district communication is achieved and competition jitters may also be relieved. This position reminds me of my time with the Florida Realtors Association, where I was the point person for all the district vice presidents throughout Florida. Perhaps the role of the representative for the districts can be extended to their point person as well. In my role as representative of junior thespian troops, I would send out a form to get input from district chairs so that I could better understand and represent their needs. At the meetings, I could serve as liaison for the districts to ensure that those needs are continuously addressed, resolving any inconsistencies among districts and promoting a greater cohesiveness for Florida junior thespians. Despite being one company, what do you believe separates junior thespians from senior thespians? With junior thespians, I believe there needs to be a strong introduction in really creating a passion for theater. When I first bring my new students to thespians, they have no idea what to expect and they are terrified. Upon experiencing the process and reaching closing ceremonies, they ultimately do not want it to end. This is a passion that is nurtured beginning with junior thespians and building into a fire that cannot be extinguished. Once they have the desire and the passion, it is what fuels them to continue on to high school thespians. Without junior thespians, it would be so much harder to invoke that desire and introduce new high school thespians into what the organization is really about. I am experiencing some of this in my new school this year. My high schoolers are passionate about theater, but they don't really understand what thespians encompasses. It is honestly something that they are going to have to experience to understand. I really wish they had the foundational experience of it from middle school. In one sentence, describe how you plan to represent juniors. Through deep commitment and passion, I will listen, advocate, and lead with complete resolve. And if that doesn't work, I am here to defend you all. Thank you very much.